I'm Dr. Deborah Curiton and I work in research development at the University of Wolverhampton.
And I'm Dr. Ben Halligan. I'm Director of the Doctoral College.
So what we're going to talk about today is making an application for a research degree. And we're going to be talking about how to make an application, the types of documentation that you'll need to share with us, when is the optimal time to make an application, and what sort of qualifications that you might need or might be in the process of completing when you make your application. So Ben, could you tell us a little bit about the process of how somebody who's interested in doing a research degree with us might start looking at that process?
So the first thing would be to go online and to make a formal application to us for study. And in that application, as you can imagine, you'll be expected to put some biographical information, name, date of birth, that kind of thing. We're asking as well for a research proposal, which we're going to come back to in another vlog to talk about, but also qualifications. So we would need kind of scans, copies of your qualifications. For that, sometimes, you know, people may have lost the scans of qualifications, perhaps if there were some years ago. If that's so, you can always request them again from the awarding university, but that might, you know, take a couple of weeks to get hold of. One question I'm often asked is whether I can apply for a PhD study when I'm completing a previous degree, which could be a master's or even an undergraduate degree. And the answer to that is yes, indeed you can. I think if you wait till you've been awarded, it may put some delay in moving from one degree to the next degree. To apply for a PhD study with us can take a few weeks, a month or so from the very start to being given an unconditional offer and sorting out the start date. So it's fine to overlap these things. Many applicants will apply 3-4 months before they are due to begin, or even longer, and again that's completely fine. It takes a lot of pressure out of the process. Part of the process is a bit of a conversation with us, a bit of back and forth as we develop ideas and support, and we think about what kind of resources you might need. So having a bit of time to do that is always very welcome. At the same time, if you're in a rush, you need to pick things up and start a PhD quickly, we can turn these things around in a matter of just a few weeks.
So just to clarify, if you're thinking about doing a postgraduate research degree with us, we have a number of different types of research degrees. So there's the PhD, and we also have a range of professional doctorates, and there's also an MPhil as well, isn't there, which is a master's by research. And we also have some MRes qualifications as well. So in terms of the professional doctorates and the PhD, you would need a first or a 2-1, or to be studying an undergraduate degree and be predicted a first or a 2-1 to make the application, and that's our minimum entry qualification. Some people do come in straight from an undergraduate degree, particularly those subjects that are quite heavily research based. Or if you don't have a first or a 2-1, or you're not predicted a first or a 2-1, you can join us with a master's degree. So if you're studying a master's degree and you feel that you want to continue on into a research degree, you can make an application either after or during a master's degree. So Ben, what about the entry qualifications for the MRes and the MPhil? Are they similar? Are they different?
I think for the MRes and the MPhil, we would typically expect someone to have a first degree, and that would pretty much be enough, I think. But what I will say is that we do take everything on a case-by-case basis, and we're not particularly dogmatic. And we do recognise that some people may have been awarded degrees years or decades ago, that award classification bands may have changed in those years. So what was once a 2-2 now may have been a 2-1. And also we do recognise career breaks for all kinds of reasons, and indeed experience, industrial experience, professional experience, working in the charity sector, voluntary experience. All of those things, I think, to our mind, represent equivalencies to formally obtained qualifications. So we have many PGRs who have talked about their non-academic experiences as contributing to the research project they want to undertake. And for us, that's been an entirely legitimate form of application, and we've been very happy to welcome those applicants to study with us.
Okay, thank you for that. So just to sum up, we do have an application portal. So if you look for the, if you search Google for University of Wolverhampton PhD application, it will take you through to that page, and it's just a matter of answering the questions once you've pressed the apply button.
Yeah, so from the main Wolverhampton page, click on research. There's a menu. One aspect is PhD degrees. That will take you to a page with plenty of information, guidance, advice, lists of degrees that are available. You click through and you select your general subject area, and then you click apply now, and that will ask you to set up an account, a password, and that's it. You're in, you're applying. You can save bits and come back to it later. I would say if you've already got your research proposal to copy and paste in, that actual process of applying might take 10-15 minutes, really not long at all. We hope to get back to you within a couple of weeks. There's no charge for applying. Some institutions will charge for that. So it's that straightforward.
Okay, and if anybody has any questions they'd like to ask, they can always drop us an email at the Doctoral College, which is all one word, at wlv.ac.uk. I will put that onto the screen for you. So thank you for listening as always, and we look forward to speaking to you again. Bye.
Bye.